This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Johnson versus Johnson. You all are married, you've been married for 7 years, but this 7-year itch, Miss Johnson, has got you thinking something's going on with this marriage and you need answers.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
You believe your husband's cheating?
Yes, Your Honor.
How does that make you feel?
Made me feel real angry, because I thought he was my everything. I thought he was a keeper.
But you don't think he's a keeper now?
No, sir, Your Honor.
You think something's going on and you're here to find out what's going on?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
If you find out he is cheating, then what?
I'm gone, Your Honor.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it?
No, Your Honor.
Done.
Done with.
She sound real matter of fact, Mr. Cutler.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Johnson, waiting to hear from you.
To be honest about the whole situation, here's how it goes down, why she's angry. She left me for a while, I lost it, and I cheated. When she came back, I told her the truth, and I swore to her I'd never do anything else of that nature again. See, when I married her, I told her, I can't make you happy, I can't make you rich, but I can make you happy. See, she told me her story about what all she'd been through in life, and I understand hurt. So I do anything in the world for her. Anything she wants. If she asks me, I'm gonna get it one way or the other, because I always believe in God. If I treat her right, I'm gonna be all right.
All right?
So how did you find out your husband was cheating?
Because he wasn't the same person when I left. It was something different about him.
What made you stay with him?
Because I loved him.
Okay.
What do you love about him?
How he used to treat me. Make sure I have what I need. Listen to me. We talk. We don't do that no more. Your Honor, I haven't had sex for almost a year from my husband.
Okay.
He's a mechanic, and I feel like he having sex with some of his clients.
So after you all got back together, back on track, you now believe he's cheating.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you believe he's cheating with the folks whose cars he's working on.
Yes, Your Honor.
So he's doing more under the hood than you want to know about.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah. Mr. Johnson, I mean, you admit you were out there, and then you came back, and things are good. She says you're up to your old tricks again.
No.
Yes, she did. I heard her.
I heard what she said, but this is what she means. You see...
Wait, you gonna tell me what she means?
means?
Look, we've been together. We've been together for a long time. I am still not bold enough to try to tell people what she means. Like, oh no, here's what she means.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good.
That's good
Okay.
that you there.
Let me rephrase that. Let me explain what she's talking about.
Okay.
Here's what she's talking about. I have erectile dysfunction. I've been dealing with it for over 3 years now. I go to the VA. The VA was telling me for 2 years there's nothing they could give me. They even came up with a new drug they gave me. It didn't work. It doesn't work. So I'm not having sex, period.
But Your Honor, the doctors give him pills, and he had them in his truck, and I asked him about them.
But he says the pills don't work.
They're working somewhere, because he has 6 and ain't got number 3 now.
Wait, you say the pills are working because what?
He had 6 pills, Your Honor, and when I count them, it was 3 left.
So 3 pills were not...
Gone. It's gone. 3 pills is not, it's gone.
Wait a minute. Did you say that they were in his truck?
His work truck, yes, Your Honor.
Why you keep your pills in your truck? If it's for that...
It would be in a nightstand,
She
right?
had...
And in the house, at a minimum, in the bathroom, I would think.
Your Honor, I don't know about them being in the truck. I don't remember them being in the truck, but I remember I did have some that they wasn't working, and I gave them away, and she knew that. But now the ones that she's talking about are still in the house. If she think back, she will remember at night when I came in, I said, we're gonna try one. We're gonna do something tonight. It don't work. We go to sleep, we get up, we try again a couple of days later down the road. It don't work again. See, what she's forgetting, when I got the pill, that was the very first thing I did. I took the pill in front of her, so like, baby, we finna do something now. I'm thinking I'm finna really get to it. Cause see, at one time, we were having sex twice, sometimes 3 times a day, and I missed that.
Wow.
So you took him out of the house, put him in the truck?
Yeah, and I gave him away.
Your Honor, wanted to talk about the client that had the food truck.
What happened? Tell me what happened.
She called him something wrong with her food truck.
Okay.
So you all at home, the both of you are at home.
Yes, sir.
She calls him.
Yes, sir.
Something's wrong with her food truck.
Right.
What time of night is this?
11:45.
Okay. What happened?
He told me, he said, I got to go get this money, like that. So he got in the car and in the truck and left. He didn't come back till 1 o'clock in the morning. And I was still sitting up waiting on him.
And you believe he didn't go fix a food truck?
No, he ain't fixing them. I don't feel like he fixed them food truck. He fixed something, but it wasn't no food truck. Why would you want to fix the vehicle at 11:45 at night? What next morning? Why you couldn't do it the next morning? I mean,
Well,
Okay, so you think it was just an excuse.
quickie or something.
all right. So you got your hand up, Mr. Johnson.
I can explain that.
All right. Why did you go at 1:45 to fix somebody's food truck?
Because they were at an event, and during the course of their event, the truck had broke down. That's why they called me. See, they were already at the event site, and they were serving their food.
Okay.
The lights went out in the truck. When they called me, she said, my truck is smoking. I don't know if it's overheating. I don't know what's going on, and then my lights just went out. I'm thinking the engine had overheated when she was getting ready to leave, and it started smoking. That's why I left.
But this was a woman.
Yes, it was a woman.
Did he
when
come
the
up
woman
with the
bought
money?
the truck,
He had some money, but I didn't want it.
So, because you believe it was from cheating.
That's right. And I didn't want that money. But anyway, Your Honor, I want to know from him, that's what I'm in court for. On my birthday, I'm in court trying to find out what's going on. I want to find out how my husband had sex with one of my family members.
Oh, boy.
One of your family members.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
And why do you think he's had sex with one of your family members?
Because one of my family members was at my house one night. I went to a friend's house, but I had told my husband to take my family member to my house, and he said he wasn't gonna be there. When I kept calling her to tell my husband to come pick me up, she never did. She said that she told him, but I don't believe she did because he never showed up or whatever.
So he's with your family member, and you're at a friend's house, and you're trying to contact this family member to have your husband come get you.
Yes, ma'am.
And your husband
I mean,
never came and got you.
No, Your Honor. I walked in the rain because something told me something wasn't right
Okay.
with my spirit.
All right.
And I walked in the rain it was like 2 miles. And when I got there, I kicked the door and then he came to the door about 10 minutes later. He come to the door. And then the family member had her stuff already packed. Before I even got home, she already had her stuff packed. So when I came in the door, I told both of them, y'all need to get somewhere. I ain't say it like that, but I'm saying like this in court.
All right. Thank you.
So what do you think happened?
I don't know what happened. Something happened though. Because she was telling all my family that she had sex with my husband. She had it all on Facebook.
So it's on Facebook that your husband had sex with a family member.
Yes, Your Honor. She put it on there. The family member put it on there. And then at one time she said that it happened. Then she said she tried to get back at me or whatever. I don't know what it was, but I just need some truth today.
So, Mr. Johnson, did you sleep with your wife's family member?
no, I did not, Your Honor. I explained that to her.
Why would this?
Here's what happened. I'm in my lazy bar chair in the living room. I'm sleeping. The next thing I know, when I wake up, she kicking at the door. So I get up, open the door. She come in like she said. I ain't gonna say what she said, but she was mad. And I understood that because I did not know that the family member had the phone and was not accepting calls from her. So she's thinking I'm doing something wrong, which I wasn't. I was asleep, but I was tired. I just drove to Miami and back, nonstop. So I needed the rest. So when I went to sleep in that chair, I went to sleep good.
And so you were expecting this family member to tell you
When she
your
called.
wife called, but
Yes,
that
Your Honor.
never happened.
That never happened.
And when she got there, having walked in the rain 2 miles,
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
you were hot.
Hot, burning
wasn't a word
up,
for
smoking.
it.
And then the other part of it, she hadn't told my husband to meet her down the street.
Okay.
And he met her down the street. So I know it's got to be some truth in this stuff that's going on.
And he went and did it.
Pick me up down the street. That's what she told him.
So, Mr. Johnson, let's say I believe your story that you drove back and forth to Miami, you're home, you're tired, you sleep. How do you explain, A, the family member telling everybody else that you all slept together, and 2, her wanting you to, well, just meet me down the street since she's mad?
She didn't tell me to meet her down the street because I had already drove off in the truck. But I seen her walking down the street and it was raining and she had the baby. So I couldn't see. I understand that she was upset, but I couldn't see putting someone with a child in the street with nowhere to go. I went to take her. I said, well, do you have anybody you know you can call? She said, yeah, I got a friend. Take me to his house. I said, well, here's my phone. Call it to make sure they're there so I can take you. She did that. That's where I took her. But as for the family member putting all that, and I told her, I said, the only reason she's doing this is to make you angry, to make you leave me. I said, because remember when I tell you when I married you, I said, the devil don't want us to be married, so he gonna do everything he can to separate us.
All right, but Mr. Johnson, here's the problem. This whole thing has been tainted because of the cheating you did at the beginning.
very first time.
There is no trust. Even though y'all got back together and have moved forward and stayed together, it just sounds like to me you never had any trust in him again. Is that right, Ms. Johnson?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And so all of these odd situations go from odd to like huge questions and issues.
That's why I'm here, to get it cleared up.
And that's presuming that we believe everything you say. Ms. Johnson, you don't believe what he's saying.
Because I don't trust him.
All right. Well, Mr. Culler, I think we got enough evidence here.
What we got?
We have the cheating in the past. Mm-hmm. And he told you about it, but it broke the trust. Since then, his pills for his, he says, sexual dysfunction, he got them, but their pills missing. And she says they haven't had sex in almost a year. And then the last issue is we got a family member who says that Mr. Johnson slept with her. And this family member was in their home. And so for all of those reasons, Ms. Johnson's 7-year marriage is on the line.
Think that sums it up?
Yeah.
This court has done a full and complete investigation. At this time, the court would like to call licensed and certified polygraph examiner Kendall Shull to determine, is he cheating? Ron, please escort Mr. Shull into the courtroom.
Kendall Shull.
How are you, sir?
Great, how are you?
We're good.
A member of our team performed covert surveillance on Mr. Johnson for a period of time to track his every move. Because a private investigator was unable to determine any definitive proof of infidelity, Mr. Johnson was ordered to undergo a polygraph examination. And you conducted that examination, is that correct?
I did, Your Honor.
So you asked Mr. Johnson, during your 7-year marriage with Miss Johnson, have you ever had physical sexual contact with her family member? What was Mr. Johnson's response?
Mr. Johnson replied, no.
What did the polygraph determine?
Polygraph determined that he was being...
What did the polygraph determine?
Polygraph determined that he was being truthful, Your Honor.
That's huge.
Well, we have one more question. You asked Mr. Johnson, during your 7-year marriage, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than your wife? What was his response to that question?
He said no, Your Honor.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that on this question, he was also being truthful.
I love you too.
Miss Johnson, you said this was your birthday today.
Yes, ma'am.
You got quite a gift.
Yes,
you got the
ma'am.
truth.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Johnson, I am so glad for you because this is kind of a birthday gift to you. This is the best gift.
This is my backbone. Without her, I can't do nothing.
Tell her, because I can hear it in your voice.
When I told you God gave you to me, you everything. And God made me one promise. As long as I take care of you and do what I'm supposed to do as a husband, hey, ain't nothing in this world that we can't have.
Miss Caruso, you all been dating 2 years and you're contemplating marriage, but allegations of cheating have put your relationship in turmoil.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, would you share with the court about your case?
I know that my girlfriend is cheating, and I'm just here to prove it. I need to know once and for all if we're gonna move forward or move on.
Okay, so you believe absolutely that she's cheating.
I know in my heart that she's cheating.
All right, Ms. Miller, what are you here for?
Idiot. I'm here to prove my innocence. I'm not cheating on her. I never have. So I don't even know why all this is coming up. I guess because you're just so sure that I'm cheating on you. I don't know where you're getting any of that information from to begin with. I don't get it.
She's acting like I'm crazy, like I don't have the
You are
proof.
nuts. You are. Something is really wrong.
But I'm here to plead my case.
So you say you know in your heart. What is your heart telling you?
Nothing.
Things have changed. We're not having sex. The affection's not there.
That's
We're not
your
even
fault.
seeing each
That's
other
your
as much.
fault.
My phone is unlocked. There's nothing I hide. I'm not a deleter. I didn't grow up that way. I never had to hide stuff, so I'm not used to doing that. This one, there's a different code every day, which I think even if I was able to get in the phone, it would still be deleted stuff. There's so much to hide, and it's like...
It's not about hiding. It's just if you're with someone, you should just
I
trust
get
them,
privacy.
period.
I get
just
privacy.
period.
She does
Why are you
not go
even
through my phone that I
going-
know of.
So,
but if
Miss-
she wanted to, she could, because...
You can too.
she
Ask
can
for the
get in it.
password. You can get in.
Miss Miller,
It's the
has this
principle.
anger always been there?
No.
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 Listen.
Did you care about her at one point?
I love her. I adore her.
We've
I
had
care
a
so
lot
much
of
about
good
her.
times. I don't want to mistake that for this.
Hold on,
We
let
have-
me hear from Miss Miller.
See what's going on? This is what's going on. This is why. This is
So
why
you
arguing.
can't get a word in edgewise.
Not one word. It's just a conversation turns into just her talking. So now I just have to walk off because you're just talking. You're asking me questions. You're answering them. Why are we even having a conversation? Let's
So
go see you to the
She
mirror.
doesn't want to talk. This is
I
the
don't get
most
it.
we've talked about our problems, but I try to get through to her. No. And then
No,
when she wants
you
to talk to me,
don't.
it'll be like
You
we're out
don't.
on a date trying to make things better, and she wants to talk about
Miss Caruso.
bad things.
Miss Caruso.
She is gone.
Yes.
Wait. I gotta cut a believer. I can't get a word in edgewise.
I think that's true.
I mean, she is on a roll.
Fair enough. I agree.
At some point, you were happy. You liked her. It was something
Yes,
about.
I
What did you like
absolutely-
about her?
I adore everything about her.
you like?
Everything. I just love her. Everything. Her personality. She's just so much fun, so much energy. She's just always ready to do different things. Like she doesn't want to do the
But
same
I'm not
things all the
enough.
time.
I'm not enough for her. She needs other people.
It's not about you being enough. It's about you just, and this is my thing. I said, if we weren't going to be together, it wouldn't even be because of another person. It's just you, period. It's just you.
All right, Miss Caruso, when it was good, what did you like about her?
I went to a hair show.
Okay.
And at first, I was like, oh, something new. But they cut it very, very short. And at first, ooh, something new. But then I felt very ugly. I had no hair. Kayla always did her best to make me feel beautiful, make me feel less insecure. And I'll never forget that. And although she did not feel I needed a wig, she went to the store and we bought a really expensive, nice wig. And I wore it until my hair grew.
And you love her for that.
Yes.
And I see the tears in your eyes as you recall it.
Because I felt so ugly.
And she made you feel beautiful again.
And that's the kind of person you fell in love with.
Absolutely.
But you're not seeing that right now.
I can still relive those moments, but based on what's happening now, it makes it very hard to stay in those moments.
So in your court papers, you said that you have a trunk of evidence to support your position.
Yes,
A
ma'am.
trunk.
Okay,
Don't
so
bring up
this
the brush
brush,
incident.
I know this brush very well. You know why? Because I bought this brush for her.
It's a rainbow brush.
It's a rainbow brush. She likes it. She loves paddle brushes.
It is my favorite brush.
So I got home one day and I had asked her to check the mail. She didn't. So I go to check the mail. I see that her car's unlocked. So of course I'm very nosy. I'm going to take every opportunity I can get. So I go in the car. I see the hairbrush, which is hers, and I know it's hers. I bought it, and I know she loves this brush. I also know she's very weird with people using her stuff, sometimes even me. There's blonde hair in this brush, and it's in the passenger seat. Now I'm in her car a lot. It stays in the side handle of her side. She doesn't have blonde hair. She doesn't sit in the passenger seat in her own car. So whose hair's in your brush? And I'm like, okay, is there some way it could have been, one of these people that get rides from her? But I know how she is. She would never just be like, yeah, brush your hair with my brush. That would never happen.
So did you ask her about the brush?
Yes.
What did she say?
Well, I do have a heart, for one, and when I was taking someone somewhere, the girl was a wreck. Her hair was a mess, she was crying, she was going to a job interview. I see you looking a mess and I can help you, I'm going to help you. If I could have pulled over and did her makeup, I would have did it. However, It wasn't that case. I let her use the brush is there. Why would you think that I would use my brush that some stranger had their hair in? It was right, I'm not gonna just throw it out the window, I'm gonna throw it in the trash when I get a second. She found it like literally, she didn't even find it because it wasn't lost.
So
it was sitting out in the
You
open.
hadn't been to a trash can that whole day?
No, not nothing to just be like, oh, let me pull over and throw
So-
my brush away.
When Ms. Caruso asked you about this, did you tell her what happened? Did she believe you?
Nope, she
You
didn't believe
didn't-
nothing.
you didn't believe her?
The fact that
Did-
the sky's
still
blue,
there.
she don't believe.
Did you believe her, Ms. Caruso?
No.
You believe that the hair in that brush is from somebody that she's been intimately involved with.
And it could have even been someone that was in the car for a ride. I'm not saying that's not true, but the fact it was still there, not thrown out, that's why I know it was someone's. Because if you're having sex with someone, why wouldn't you share a brush with them? No big deal. But a stranger in your back seat, because you feel bad for them?
Yeah, you don't believe that?
No.
Okay, what else is in your trunk of evidence, Ms. Caruso?
Okay, I have this bikini, okay, with the black straps. Now, very easy to see with black was blonde hair all tangled in this. Now I'm like, oh, blonde hair again. Now, let me back up. The story was,
Girl.
now I do believe that she did go to the water park. She went with her male friends, okay? Later on in the night, after the whole day's over, she came back from the water park. I came back home from work. I go in her car again. And this is in the trunk, but it's wrapped up in a towel, like a beach towel. So the towel I don't recognize, not hers. We live together, I know what towels we have. This is not mine, I know what I have. And this can't fit her. So I know that she didn't just buy it because she needed a new one. This won't fit her. So this is someone's. But she went with all dudes. None of the dudes dressed like women. So that's not an option either.
And so you want to know, well, whose bikini is this that's wrapped up in a towel in the trunk with blonde hair on it? That sounds like a fair question.
Ms. Miller, answer the question.
Well, that is my boy's daughter's bathing suit. And I told her, when we went to go switch the parks, we went from the water park to the dry park. We changed. She put her bathing suit in my car. It's not that big of a deal. And when you just ask a question, you get the answer. But when you're already assuming the answer, it's already wrapped up in your
May
head.
I interject?
It doesn't matter.
When you told me who you were going with, you left her out. Why?
Okay, I don't know. I didn't even know she was going, to be honest.
Is it possible, just in the realm of possibility, that she didn't know or she forgot?
They had planned this trip. This was a planned trip. When I said who's all going, she told me everyone that was going. So you just left out the daughter when you guys had to pre-order tickets? No.
All right. Well, maybe he bought her a ticket later on. I don't know, because she wasn't going initially.
But
I don't know
but
how
doesn't
she ended
add
up
up,
with
Your
all
So the
Honor.
this.
bottom
Sorry, I'm
line
not
is you
buying
don't
it.
believe that the bikini you found belonged to this young lady. You believe that it belongs to someone she's involved with.
If it happened to be the girls, why didn't you tell me?
And this was right after you found the blonde hair in the
blonde
brush.
hair again.
So,
Coincidence or?
double strike with the blonde hair.
I understand. This trunk is getting full of evidence.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm
Oh
not
my
done.
God!
You're not
It
done.
is
What else you
not
got?
evidence,
Okay.
Your Honor.
Now again, you guys know she does rideshare. Okay, lipstick. I do not believe that she would change her lipstick or even wear any to go drive, but change it twice. Again, her people sit in the back seat. These were found in the front seat. There
What-
is also a cup holder in the back, though.
So you see the coffee cups. What do you say to Ms. Miller?
Oh, you changed your lipstick twice today? No, I'm not even wearing any.
And then
Oh, I know, but your cups are. So,
So
that are
what
both
did
up
you
front.
say after she said, well, your cups are?
Well, I did have that one color on, the nude color.
Okay.
However, I obviously had a passenger in the front seat. So who cares? That's what I'm saying. If I'm not hiding it, it's just right there. A regular, normal person is gonna look at the situation and be like, oh, okay.
So, Ms. Miller, you're saying that that other lipstick was a passenger. You had a
Yes.
carpool.
But it's the
You
same
had
cup.
three people. Hold on. It's 3 people in the car.
That's a coincidence. I don't
You
know
made a
why.
pit stop during a ride to go get coffee
Miss
with
Caruso.
someone. There, you didn't throw
Okay,
it
well,
out.
I should have thrown it.
Ooh, the double whammy. You ladies, we can't get what's going on if both of you are talking at the same time.
I see what,
I
I see what the
apologize,
problem
Your Honor.
is.
What is the problem, Mr. Cutler?
They're just talking. Nobody's listening. You aren't listening to her. She isn't listening to you. I mean,
I
she's
can't listen to either one of y'all.
Yeah, she's tuning you out. You tuning her. I mean, it's a huge lack of communication.
No, they're communicating, they just ain't listening.
No, they talking. Talk is not communicating.
Yeah.
You know, they can talk all they want to. They're not communicating, and that's the problem.
So you believe all these pieces of evidence in your trunk of evidence, if you will, point to that Miss Miller is in fact cheating?
Yes, ma'am.
And if you find out she's cheating, what will happen?
Then we're done. And she knows that.
All right. No, it would never go that way anyway.
If she's willing to throw out all our history, then she doesn't deserve me anyway.
Miss Miller.
Unbelievable.
You love this woman.
Yeah, and I want to make it work, but I
mean,
can't.
did I see in the court papers that you tattooed her name?
Mm-hmm. Right here.
On my birthday. Happy birthday.
Yep.
I got your name
You tattooed this woman's name.
Yep.
Miss Caruso. Clearly she cares about you.
But ask her, will she get my name? Nope. She offered initials. Initials.
Oh, you won't get her name tattooed on you?
Nothing is forever, so no. And a tattoo is. No, seriously.
I would disagree with you. Me and Mr. Color, we've been together almost
6 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have his name tattooed?
Right here on my heart. Right here on my heart.
It was cute, but now I'm honestly like, whatever. If you got my name tattooed and then cheated on me, that makes you look dumb.
But this is my thing. It's not even about the relationship, why I got her name tattooed. I got it because of our friendship, our bond, period. So it's like the point of the matter is you might say a relationship's not forever, but what you mean to me is forever. So I don't understand why you can't understand that concept, but to you look at stupid little details instead of the big picture.
So, Miss Miller, is your testimony that you have not cheated?
Correct.
In this relationship?
Correct.
Well, I think we have enough. This court has done a full and complete investigation.
Let's hear it.
At this time, the court would like to call licensed polygraph examiner Kendall Scholl to determine, is she cheating? Please report Mr. Scholl into the courtroom.
Kendall Scholl.
How are you, Mr. Scholl?
Great, Your Honor. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. We need your help.
Yes.
I'm here to help.
All right. Would you share with the litigants your credentials so they'll know who has participated in this polygraph examination?
I spent almost 30 years with the FBI in Washington, D.C. When I retired there, I was actually chief of the entire FBI's polygraph program.
All right. Cool. So you asked Miss Miller, did you have physical sexual contact with the woman whose yellow bikini was found in your car by Miss Caruso? What was her response?
She said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that she was being truthful, Your Honor.
Okay. What else?
You're an idiot.
Okay.
You're an idiot.
His daughter's baby too. Okay.
You're
what
an
else?
idiot.
Hold on, Miss Caruso, you're not convinced.
She'll never be convinced. I could take 10 of these, she'll never be convinced.
That doesn't mean she never cheated on me. Okay, the girl with the bathing suit wasn't the person, but okay. There's still other options for it to be.
You asked Miss Miller, did you have physical sexual contact with the woman whose blonde hair was found in your rainbow hairbrush by Miss Caruso? What was Miss Miller's response?
She said no, Your Honor.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that she was being deceptive, Your Honor.
So you like blondes, huh?
Miss Miller. You got something you need to tell us?
Well, so there is a girl from a long time ago, but when me and Ashley go through things, I hang out with her more often. So, I mean, when you can't, it's kind of bad when you can't even stand being around your partner. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I kind of just go and hang out, and then, you know, some things just happen.
Are you saying that is that an excuse for?
It's not an excuse, Your Honor. I'm grown. It's not an excuse. It's just my reasons. It's my reasons why I do what I do sometimes, and I'm not happy. I mean, I'm not happy.
If you're not happy, leave, not cheat.
Okay.
Well.
All right, Miss Caruso, you came here. You came here to find out the truth.
And I did.
And you have. Where are you going from here?
I don't want to date someone like that, so I'm fine with us separating. That's what I want. Because if I'm cheating, it's something wrong with me. I'm not happy. I'm going to keep pulling you along for what? I'm going to say I cheated on you. It's because something's going on with us, and either I'm going to come clean about cheating, move on with you, or move away from you. Not just keep doing it.
You all have been together for 11 years. You live in Las Vegas. You're engaged to be married. A good old Vegas-style wedding, which may or may not take place, depending on what happens here today. Mr. Lelsley, you've opened this case. Tell us why.
Well, I don't trust my fiancée, Your Honor. I mean, our relationship has changed since we moved to Vegas 2 years ago. You know, I'm finding flirty messages. She's flirting with the neighbors behind on the side of us, in front of us, and behind us. It just isn't the same since we met. You know, I'm willing to marry this girl today if she passes the test.
All right, Miss Dellinger, he's like, you are just the neighbor of all time.
Thank you. Exactly right. The neighborhood girl, right? It drives me crazy.
Oh, come on now, you know
All right,
you got
well,
that
are you
flirtation.
flirting? Are you flirting with the neighbors?
Absolutely not. I say hi.
And that's it.
That is it.
Your Honor, it's not how she says hi, it's how she talks. She's very talkative, and I mean, she looks in their eyes, it's like she falls into their realm,
No.
you know, and they fall into hers.
Okay,
No.
but wait a minute, hold on.
No.
Wait a minute, are you saying that she has an effervescent personality?
Yeah, she did it to me.
And she is attractive?
Very.
And she's engaging?
Yes, she is.
And isn't that what got you?
Yes, it is.
Okay, how you expect her to turn that off?
Yeah, I don't want her to change it, but tone it down just a little bit.
Okay, well, Miss Dellinger, are you that person? Are you effervescent and engaging?
I am tired of the accusations. I'm tired of body inspections. I'm not being flirty. I'm just a nice person.
How do you all end up here in front of us?
Well, you know,
Yes, how do we?
okay, I had some suspicions. I'm getting a little leery of things, and I'm in my room, you know, in our room, mind you. I'm fumbling through things, and I open up a drawer, and I run across this like a tablet. You know what I'm saying? You know, at the end of the page, I find something like this.
Let's see.
Let me let you see it.
Right.
What's the name with that phone number?
Daddy, long.
Right. Right.
I'm sorry.
Right.
And you find this in a notebook in your bedroom.
Yeah, on the dresser drawer, right here.
And that's not your phone number?
No, that's not my phone number.
And you've never been called that by her, have you? Well, no, don't answer that.
No.
Okay.
And does it look like her handwriting?
Yeah, it looked like her handwriting, yeah.
All right, Miss Dellinger,
well, you
whose
know.
number is this?
Okay, so number one, this is where I say he's lost his mind. Because, number one, it did not say that. There was a female's name. She was at Walmart giving gift cards for surveys, and you did meet her because you were there when I got the gift card, right?
I don't remember that.
Miss
Survey?
Dellinger, you're saying it didn't say what he says it said.
No.
So what did it say?
It was a female's name. And
you know this lady because she gave
I
surveys.
don't know her. I called her, and then she never called me back.
But did you see the piece of paper that had that name on it?
I
You never
didn't.
saw it?
No, and I asked him. I remember writing it down, and I remember the name, and I don't know the number. But he did. The only time I saw it was he said, "Oh, what's this?" But then after that, I kept saying, "Well, where is it now? Where is it now?" And he couldn't produce it. But still, it wasn't what he says it says.
But Miss Dellinger, okay.
Yes.
He says it said those three words. Were any of those three words in there, or was it there?
Absolutely not.
It's something completely different.
No, I don't call people that. I do not. I don't even call him that. Why would I call that?
He's calling me daddy, you know?
No, what I'm
Yeah, that felt
saying,
good.
that's Daddy Marmar, but I don't say anything. No.
Well, you know.
No.
So have you found anything else that makes you think
Yeah, I'm about to.
that your
boy.
fiancé is cheating?
Yes, ma'am, I'm about to get to that right now.
All right.
You know, I'm fumbling through her phone and stuff, and I find something, lo and behold.
You find a text,
supposed
and you
to
find, what do you find?
I find a picture. I find a picture.
And you brought that picture here with
Yes,
you today?
ma'am. Yes, sir.
Okay, Ron, would you grab that for us, please?
Yeah. There you go.
All right, what we got? Wow.
It's a penis.
You're looking through her phone, and you come across this.
Yes, penis pic.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it's not mine. I mean, last time I checked, mine's black. Mine's brown. You know, that's white. And
So
another thing, mine's bigger.
This is not you.
Oh, wait.
Hold on, Miss Dellinger. You sure this is not you?
Last time I checked, I had to go in the mirror and look, and it wasn't me.
Oh, my
Okay.
gosh.
I gotta say, Color, I would expect him to know him. If nobody else know him, he knows him.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, ma'am.
Could this be Daddy Long?
No, really?
Put two and two together,
Did
that's
it
what
look
I
like
came
it?
out with.
Hold on. We want to hear from her.
Thank you.
How in the world, why in the world do you have a picture of a man's penis in your phone.
Number
That's not
one,
his.
No, it's not his, and that's an ugly penis. I wouldn't be messing with that. But number two, it was in my phone, but it's a family member that's not a family member. No, wait. A family member was using my phone.
Sir.
Okay, hold
Using
on.
my phone. The clouds synced, downloaded their pictures to my phone. It was not in my messages, not in my email. It was
But why would
downloaded
it
to
come
my
to
phone
your
from
phone?
another. Because a cloud.
Mr. Lelsley, hold on.
No, but it's true.
Okay.
Wait. Okay, let me make sure I'm understanding.
Yes.
Do you share a phone service with a family member?
No, but she borrowed my phone.
Okay, and she synced it to her information.
And my information was on that phone. Her information got downloaded to the phone. So then when you put your information back to the phone, it kind of just all, you know how the pictures are downloaded to your phone.
So
From their...
Too many coincidences to me.
so are you saying she had your phone?
Yes.
And she synced her information to
Yes.
your phone? And part of that sync was her pictures came to your phone?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're saying one of the pictures that came through her is this one we just
And
saw?
I had no idea it was on my phone.
How many pictures of this family members ended up on your phone?
There was just that.
That's
But no,
quite a collection.
That's
of the
enough,
pictures,
ain't it?
no, there
Right.
was lots of pictures. That one just happened to be in with them.
Mr. Lelsley, did you see any other pictures in her phone that would have come from another family member?
You know, Your Honor, I couldn't even say it. That took my mind and it just erased everything.
Well,
So,
I
I mean,
get
that was
that.
enough. I wasn't thinking about anything else.
I can
That's
understand why that
understandable.
would catch your eye.
All right.
Okay, so what did you say to Miss Dellinger when you
Well,
found that picture?
I came up to her, I was hot, I was heated, you know. I came up to her, I said, what's this? She's like, I don't know. I mean, well, it came to her phone, so how wouldn't she know?
But you're not buying that.
No, not at all. Not at all, I wasn't buying it.
All right. Do you have any other reason to believe that Ms. Dellinger is cheating?
Yeah. We get busy and start doing our thing, and, you know, my sugar wasn't as sugary as it's supposed to be, you know what I
Are
mean?
you freaking for real?
Yeah.
Your sugar wasn't as sugary
my
as it's
God.
supposed to be.
It was a little bit off. It wasn't
Okay.
by no means. I mean, my baby smells really good.
But it was different.
But it was different. It's like this. I was raised by a wise woman. You know, my mama said, if your partner or your lady is having sex with multiple partners, the smell is gonna be off. It's gonna be off. Body chemistry.
All right, Miss Dellinger, he didn't put it all out there for real.
Really?
Literally, yeah.
Let me tell you, a female, our hormones change, our bodies change. I'm sorry, it could have been after a month. You never know.
Yeah.
We're girls.
I
there's a
tried
lot
to take
going
that
on.
into consideration.
Jeez. I'm sorry, I can't smell the same way every damn day for 11 years.
But don't you think after 11 years he would have seen all those changes at some point?
Probably, but I'm getting older now.
He says this is new.
I don't know.
All right, so you don't know why. You have a theory why. I think we need some medical clarity on this. We have brought in the friends of the court to come in and give us that medical clarity. At this time, the court will call Dr. Tasha Rogers, an OBGYN, to come and help us with this issue. Mara,
Thank
please
you.
escort her in.
Dr. Rogers, I'm gonna have you go right over to the witness stand, please.
How are you?
Hello, how are you?
Dr. Rogers, how are you?
I'm good.
It's good to see you today.
You as well.
As you may have heard, Mr. Lelsley says that his fiance's vaginal scent has changed recently, and he was told by his mother that when a woman smells differently, that might be a sign that she has multiple partners. So, is it possible that if you have multiple partners, you would have a change in your vaginal scent?
Well, every person has a discrete scent.
Yep.
Okay? Multiple sex partners will not change your scent. But if you've developed an odor, then that can be associated with infection, which some of those infections absolutely can be associated with multiple partners.
Okay, but that, I'm gonna say, there's a difference between scent
Absolutely,
and odor.
absolutely.
Scent is just what it is.
What-
Odor
exactly.
would be bad smelling.
Exactly.
And you said that didn't exist.
Yeah, I said, by
Okay.
no means.
All right. Could a woman's age and changing body be a reason for a change in her vaginal scent?
No.
Okay.
Bleeding, different feelings, yes, but not odor per se with age.
Okay. Well, Dr. Rogers, that sure helps so much. Thank you. You look beautiful in that red, by the way.
Thank
Yes,
you.
you do.
Yeah, Ron's going to show you out.
Thank you.
Okay, so Mr. Lelsley, you've heard testimony from an OBGYN.
Hey.
Well, and I see you, Miss Dellinger. You are just, do you want to give that to
I
your?
do.
To your, okay.
Hey, baby. I'm sorry.
What are you feeling in this particular moment?
It hurts because I love this man. I've been down for him. I've never done him wrong.
I think we've heard enough. So here's what we have in terms of facts, Mr. Cutler. We have the mystery number with Daddy Long Blank. We have the special picture that was found in her phone that she says was downloaded from a family member. And then this whole issue of her smelling different, but we have some different medical testimony about that issue. So maybe his mother wasn't right on this one. So with all of that, Mr. Lelsley says that if Miss Dellinger is cheating, their engagement is off. But he also said if she's not cheating, you would marry her today. Did I remember that correctly?
Yeah, right today.
So in a Vegas-style wedding.
In a Vegas-style wedding.
And we had Dr. Rogers here who cleared up one part of it, but you have other reasons to believe that she may be cheating.
Yes.
And so we're going to resolve those because we've done a full and complete investigation. And at this time, the court is going to call certified polygraph examiner Kendall Shull to determine, is she cheating? Ron, please escort Mr. Shull in.
Be ready.
Good day, Mr. Shull. It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Would you state your credentials, please, for the court?
I was privileged to spend almost 30 years with the FBI in Washington, D.C. When I retired, I was head of the entire FBI's polygraph program. And as a result, I've done thousands of polygraph exams.
And you conducted a polygraph examination of Ms. Dellinger, is that correct?
I did, Your Honor.
You asked Ms. Dellinger, did you have physical sexual contact with the person Mr. Lelsley found in your notepad named Daddy Long Blank? What was her response to that question?
She said no, Your Honor.
What did the lie detector determine?
Well, the lie detector determined that she was being truthful, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay. And let's go.
Big smile
We got
on
more.
Mr. Leslie's face.
That's good. That's good.
We still have other questions.
Yes, we
do.
have more.
You asked Ms. Dellinger, did you have physical sexual contact with a man whose penis picture was found in your phone? What was her response to that question?
She said no, Your Honor.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that she was being truthful, Your Honor.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
No.
Right,
But
right.
No.
Okay.
One more question. Mr. Shull, you asked Ms. Dellinger, since moving to Las Vegas, have you had physical sexual contact with anyone other than Mr. Lelsley?
Listen.
What was her response?
She said no, Your Honor.
Listen.
What did the lie detector determine?
On this question, Your Honor, it was determined that she was being truthful as well.
Told you. Did I tell you?
I'm gonna ask you something. We've been through a lot of stuff, a lot of obstacles, and we've overcame them. All right? I love you to death. You just showed me you here for me. I'm gonna tell you something. Will you marry me, baby?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right, go ahead, baby.
All right.
Yeah, I love you.
I love you too.
Don't let your family member use your phone for free.
No.
There you go.
No
That's the
more.
main one right there.
Mr. Lelsley, you just popped a question to Ms. Dellinger, and she said yes. And you told her that if she passed today's exams, that you would have a Vegas-style wedding for her. And you've told the court that you have a surprise.
Yes, I did.
And now it's time for that surprise.
check. All right.
So, you promised a Las Vegas style wedding. We gonna make that happen.
All right.